Welcome to the Theme Park Trader Podcast with your hosts, Ryan and Dan.
Hey up.
Whoa. Whoa now.
It's the 200th episode, Ryan.
Just mixing it up.
Gotta be special. Hey up. But
this week is a very special episode for us. It's episode 200. And although it's not actually the 200th episode we've ever recorded, because we've done specials and things like that, it's technically episode 200 of the numbered episodes that we do.
It rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? Yeah.
It's not episode 200, but technically it is. Kind of. So this week we thought we would do something a little bit different and answer some of the questions that we've had from you guys over the last few days. So we've asked for some questions for today's episode. We probably won't get to them all. There's some that are ridiculous that we might save until the end if we have time. Looking at you, Mitchell. And we're just going to try and get through as many as we can. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the podcast.
Each of us has a dream, a heart's desire. It calls to us. And when we're brave enough to listen and bold enough to pursue, that dream will lead us on a journey to discover who we're meant to be. All we have to do is look inside our hearts and unlock the magic.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
So, episode 200.
Yeah.
Makes me feel old.
It's been a long time. That's obviously more than 200 weeks.
Yeah.
We've done one every week.
Yeah, we've never missed a week.
Yeah. Granted, not all of them are numbered, so it's actually more than 200 weeks. It's 4 years.
4 years. So we've been probably doing it for more than 4 weeks. I think we started in February.
Right.
So we've been doing it.
I don't know how it works out.
I don't know how that works out at all.
Because we're like 3 months before February. So we haven't done it for 9 months more than 4 years.
We're about 4 years. Let's say 4 years.
It's about 4 years.
It's still a crazy amount of time.
Yeah.
I can't believe we're still doing it every week. It's nuts. And then we record the podcast as well.
Yeah.
Well, hey! Shall we get to some questions?
I mean, that's the point of this episode, Ryan.
It is the point.
Come on.
Yeah, come on.
200 episodes, you're falling apart.
Falling apart already. So, let's go for the first question from Just Jen. Jen's been on the show a couple of times.
Yep.
She said, firstly, congrats, guys. We'll be going back to Universal next year for the first time in 10 years.
Wow.
What would be your top tips?
Go more frequently.
That's a good tip. Yeah. Maybe not leave it 10 years until next time.
No, don't ride
Fast and
Furious.
Don't bother with that.
Waste your time.
No, I'd say do ride it.
Really?
You've got to experience it once.
I mean, I suppose, but...
I mean, so I would say...
I suppose you won't be queuing along for it. That's a plus side.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Jen hasn't said what time of year she's going.
No.
So I would say if it's busy, just pay for an express pass.
Oh, that's an interesting tip.
Yeah, well, I think it's
They're
worthwhile.
pretty pricey.
But if all the queues are, say, an hour...
It depends how many days you're planning on going as well.
Yeah,
if you're
that's
planning
true.
on going multiple days, then don't worry about a fast pass.
If
just spread out the rides.
If you're going for a day, then I'd say express is worth it if it's busy.
Yeah, depending on what your schedule is, isn't it? If you've got the time to do multiple days, do multiple days. If you don't, then you're probably worth spending a little bit more to make sure that you do everything.
I would head also to... So often Universal Studios opens before Islands of Adventure.
Yeah.
So I would head into Universal Studios for opening, do a few rides there. Nothing in Universal tends to be too busy, to be honest.
I would do Minions first.
Oh, that's a good point,
Minions
actually.
tends to get really busy.
I mean, I don't know why.
I guess it's because it's aimed at younger children, isn't it?
One of the only attractions that does. It is.
It is a good ride.
Oh, it's okay.
I do enjoy it.
It's the same as like Jimmy Neutron was. It's exactly the same.
Isn't it in the same place as it was?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's exactly the same ride.
Yeah, I mean they've done that a few times.
I agree. It's fun, but yeah, I think you're right. Then I'd probably do Potter.
Yeah, although Potters don't tend to get that busy.
Depends on the time of year.
They probably get busier than the likes of The Mummy and Simpsons and things like that these days. So yeah.
And then I would go to Islands of Adventure for Islands of Adventure at opening, and do Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorcycle Adventure.
Is that the full name?
I don't know. I think I said the right words, but maybe not in order.
There's a lot of words
Magical
to
Creatures
remember.
Motorbike Hagrid Adventure.
Yeah. Pretty sure that's it.
That's probably it.
Yeah.
That is... Double check that it's operating for one, because I'm assuming there'll still be operational issues. There still are now.
Yeah.
Genuinely one of the best rides in Orlando. So definitely...
You have ridden it, haven't you?
I have ridden it, yeah. So I would definitely make sure you get there for opening, of when that attraction is opening. Double check with a team member. I don't think they're called cast members at Universal. And double check when it's opening, but get there for when it opens. If you're not going with anyone else that wants to ride it, single rider, but bear in mind that you have to queue with the generic queue up until a point, and then the single rider queue splits out.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's not long, maybe like 15 minutes.
Right, okay.
And then it splits out. So,
that almost sounds like they forgot about it.
Yeah, it does. Because I was in the queue by myself without a phone or anything.
Right.
Giving it all to Donna.
Yeah.
And I'm in the queue like, this doesn't seem like single rider.
Yeah.
And I thought, I'll stand here for another 10 minutes and see what happens. And then I could see in front, and I was like, oh, there does appear to be someone else going separately down there. So I did wait. I mean, assuming I could have just gone, excuse me, single rider.
Maybe,
but it seems a bit off.
That's a bit weird, isn't it? Like, if you have to do that. Yeah.
On that day, I was press. So I'd be like, excuse me,
just
press.
Like holding it in people's faces, just slamming it into people's faces.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Press.
It's that episode of Family Guy where he's got his pictures of his kids and he's like hitting the guy in the face with it.
Exactly, yeah. So, I mean, I would say that usually Universal tends to be relatively quiet. If you're going at the time of year where it's Halloween, definitely do Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah.
Like, without a doubt, it will be the best experience, certainly Halloween themed, that you'll do.
Yeah.
It's far better than Mickey's Not So Scary.
And we're both scaredy cats, and we did it.
Yeah, exactly. I've done it twice now.
Yeah.
And we're thinking about doing a trip next September to do...
For the 30th.
For the 30th.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're going back, and we love it. I think it's great. I still was very scared this year. But
I'm sure you were. Given how scared you were the first time we did it.
Yeah, I was. A little bit of alcohol courage was required. But, yeah, I think that's probably it. Bearing in mind that Bourne, the Stuntacular show, is opening next year.
They haven't said the date yet, have they? I'm really hoping it's going to be before May.
Spring, isn't it? Or summer. I can't remember what they said.
I think it's meant to be spring because it's kind of like it could be open by the time I'm there. But if they say like late spring, then it may be closed.
Yes.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
It may not have opened yet.
That's true. Other tips, I would say Eaton City Walk.
Hard Rock's great.
Hard Rock's great. There's a new place called Big something Smokehouse.
Oh yes,
something like that.
Yeah, rings a bell.
That looked very good. We decided to eat at Hard Rock, but I really almost convinced Donna to go there. It looked really good. The food looked great. Make sure you go to Voodoo Donuts.
Oh yeah, Voodoo Donuts are fantastic.
Really, really good. Relatively new. I think it's only been a year at the minute. Just over a year. It opened last year, didn't it?
Oh yeah, it opens...
So it'll be about 2 years by the time you go over there. I think it was like summer 18 it opened.
Oh, okay.
Maybe spring, summer. Go to Voodoo Donuts. Go to Toothsome as well. The milkshakes are very good there.
And don't be turned off if there's a queue outside Voodoo Donuts.
No, absolutely. Stay in the queue. It goes quickly.
It goes quickly and it's worth it anyway.
Yeah, the donuts there are fantastic. Go to Toothsome. That's very good. The milkshakes are good. I actually tried a couple of their truffles. I don't think they're called truffles this year.
Okay.
Like mini chocolates.
Right.
I don't know what they're called.
I didn't know they did those.
They're behind, they're like in the shop bit. There's like a counter.
Right.
I had a coffee one and a key lime one.
Obviously.
Of course I did.
The two things that Ryan's life revolves around.
So she was like, do you want a box of 10, 12? I was like, no, I just want 2. I'll have the coffee and I'll have the key lime. And they were both really good.
Right.
The key lime one in particular tasted exactly like a key lime pie. often you get key lime flavoured stuff, and it's just like, eh.
Yeah.
But this was really good. The restaurant in there also looks pretty good. But
I've never.
No, every year we said I would go
restaurant.
there, but we never have. So I would say eat in City Walk. The restaurants inside Universal are okay. There's a couple of half decent ones, but I think you'll do better in City Walk, if I'm honest. I don't rate the food anywhere near as what I rate the food in Disney in the parks.
Yeah, I don't. The thing is, when we go there, like the last couple of times, we haven't stayed on Universal property. We did before, and we ate in Hard Rock quite a lot. But now, because obviously we only go there for 2-3 days.
Yeah.
We'll go to Hard Rock because we really like Hard Rock, and we'll go to we've eaten at the. Is it the NASCAR one? Is that the new what it's called now? Or is it NBC Sports and Grill?
I think it's
NBC Sports and Grill.
Yeah.
It was NASCAR before. And so we don't tend to eat a lot in the parks because we'll have a big meal out in City Walk.
Yes.
As our main meal of the day, and we might grab some fries or something like that in the park.
Yeah.
But it's just snacks. That sort of thing.
We tend to do the same. Like the food, I've eaten in Universal restaurants before. There's one. Always forget the name in Islands of Adventure in the land that we don't speak of.
Oh, yeah.
The food, it's been rated the world's best theme park restaurant back in 2002 or something like that.
And they still live off that.
And they still live off that. It was all right. You'd enjoy it, but I didn't see the hype behind it.
Yeah.
And the same applies to. Where else have I been? I've been to the Moe's Tavern.
Right. Okay.
And had some food inside there.
Yeah.
The quick service is okay. If you want to grab a decent quick service, I'd probably go to the Bumblebee Man taco stand outside. He's got a little food truck there. That was okay. That was pretty good. But to be honest, you'd be better off going outside into City Walk. And it's all so close together that when I say get there for opening and then wander over to Islands of Adventure, it really is a walk, like a 5-minute walk, or a short train ride on the Hogwarts Express. Yeah, you can get the
Hogwarts Express.
So I think that would be my advice.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you want to have any more questions, just ping me on or down on or Theme Park Trader on Twitter, and we'll answer any specifics. Next question is from Mitchell Disney, and he says, "What's your favourite Theme Park Trader episode where I've been a guest?" Let's quickly move on from that.
Trey, awkward.
Oh dear. I don't know how many times I've told you, Mitchell, that you're welcome to be a guest on the show. It's just as much on you.
It's just we're very busy. We're very busy. It's difficult to arrange.
just send us some dates. Send us some dates, and we'll get it organised.
Yeah. We are busy those days.
We're usually busy those days. That's the problem.
That's the difficult thing.
Yeah. Wiley Meerkat says, "Do you think we will get a big park like Disney or Universal in the UK? Congratulations on getting to 200." Thanks, Steve.
Yeah.
No.
Paramount Park?
Paramount Park? You mean Disney in the UK?
Yeah, I saw that in it came up on Facebook the other day. It was an article from The Sun or something like that, and it was UK Disneyland. Yeah, but it's not Disney.
They're really.
It's not Disney.
I think they're really capitalising on that to get people hyped about it. It has nothing to do with Disney. It's a joint venture, I believe, between Paramount, ITV, and BBC.
Oh dear.
Already sounds terrible, doesn't it?
As soon as ITV and BBC get involved, I'm
the attraction's a bit
sceptical.
Yeah. So they're billing it as this it's a multiple £billion park in Kent, I think. It's not going to be anything like Disney. You know what? If it does turn out to be an incredible theme park, fantastic.
Assuming it actually happens,
right?
It is already been scrapped. Well, Paramount dropped its ties with it a little while ago, didn't it? And then did they bring it back?
They brought it back, yeah.
Yeah. So it's already sort of on shaky ground.
Oh, yeah, also, what Paramount going to produce? I guess we could have a Mission Impossible ride, Transformers,
right?
I guess.
I don't know what.
They could just.
The thing is, when it comes down to those sort of companies, I don't know what films are associated with those companies.
What are you going to have? I guess you're going to you could do a
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who would be my first go-to. I imagine they'd do a Top Gear experience.
Maybe they could do stunt spectacular kind of thing.
Yeah, ITV
Lights, motors, and action.
Yeah, ITV could do. I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here experience. Call the midwife. Yeah. I mean, Fear Factor.
Yeah, they could do.
Essentially,
it's just a rinse and repeat of Universal Studios.
It basically sounds like it as well. To be fair,
they've got Universal Studios have got the Bourne Stuntacular. We've got the Mission Impossible Stuntacular.
or Midsummer Murder Mystery. Oh dear, it could be terrible, couldn't it? I mean, it's going to be terrible.
Yeah, I mean, there was some concept art released of it.
It looks pretty
during
cool.
the week. It looks cool. I don't think it will look like the concept art if it actually happens.
No,
it's always the way with concept art, isn't it?
The thing is,
they've got like this huge like medieval castle in the middle of it.
I mean,
I guess
rip off of Disney, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a kind of a rip off of Disney, but UK style because it's medieval.
Yeah,
and we have lots of history.
Yeah, I mean, if it's amazing, then honestly, the UK needs a park like that.
Yeah.
Alton Towers is pretty good. I'll be honest, but you couldn't spend more than a couple of days there.
I think it would be, if it is a really good, if it does turn out to be good, it needs a good park because then at least it would raise the game for the other parks as well.
The one thing the UK misses out on that the US has in particular is IP.
Yeah.
So if we can have some amazing IP-based attractions, that really ups the game in the theme park market.
James Bond?
I don't know where the rights are. I think the movie distribution rights are with Sony currently.
Yeah, I think they changed in the most recent, the film that's going to be coming out. I think it's somebody different. I think it changed. Like the international distribution is different from the like UK distribution or something.
Yeah, I mean a James Bond based attraction would be great.
I mean that would be popular because obviously it's like UK based, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean I'll just do the Great Movie Ride but with James Bond movies.
Yeah.
How amazing would that be?
Yeah,
There's an idea for you.
Yeah, sorted.
That would be incredible, wouldn't it?
Yeah. That's the thing. There are some good franchises. It's just a case of getting them.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, so it's possible. It's possible.
I'm very sceptical.
But it's unlikely. I mean, the chances are that Dan and I will probably be able to get press passes to go and see it.
Maybe.
Because they're going to want people. They're going to need coverage.
They're going to need all they can get.
Yeah. It wouldn't matter if we had 3 listeners a week. They'd still want that. So. Yeah, I like you. I'm very sceptical that we'll ever see a park like Disney in the UK, or Universal, I should say.
Yeah. I don't know what the estimated date.
It's like 2025, maybe.
Right. Okay.
I think it's 25.
At least it's
between 23 and 25.
At least it's semi-realistic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Universal's park is expected. Was it open in 23, isn't it?
Maybe.
Something like
I can't remember. I can't remember the year that they've said, but
it's realistic. But let's see if it happens. And also, I'm not confident that ITV in particular can do anything, let alone theme park attractions. I mean, at least BBC has some kind of half decent record with decent programming. Although I question it during this current election campaign.
I mean, I don't really watch many, if any, dramas on BBC.
Attenborough and Doctor Who.
But those are documentaries, aren't they? Like
Doctor Who's not.
The Attenborough. No. Yeah.
Can you imagine? Here we have the TARDIS.
I mean, the Jeremy, the David Attenborough stuff is fantastic. The BBC does.
Yes.
Like the documentaries that they do are brilliant. But the kind of dramas and entertainment stuff, I don't.
The
really
only
rate.
franchises that I could see them using are, like maybe like a nature area with Attenborough would be quite good. I don't think they're going to have animals in this park though.
No.
I think Doctor Who and Top Gear are the only franchises that appeal to people outside of the UK.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which they're going to want to do.
When I saw the concept art for it, there are a lot of lands. That's what I took away from it. There's like 7 or 8 lands, which
is a bit concerning, isn't it?
Is a concern because you think if they cram in so many lands, it's not going to be that big per land, is it?
No.
You know, they need to be a bit more. They need to tone it down to like maybe 4.
Yes.
And then really focus them and have like a couple of attractions per land.
Yeah. No, I agree. So I think while we're both hopeful, in summary, it's probably never going to happen. Next one let's go with Alan and Line. If you could take a ride from Universal to Disney and or vice versa and re-theme it, what would it be and what would it become? What an achievement to reach 200. Thank you. Well, that's a very good question.
So if you could take a ride from Universal to Disney or vice versa
and re-theme
it.
So
okay, so keep the format, keep the whatever it may be, but then re-theme it to something else.
That is a good question.
Why didn't we go through these questions before? Then we could have a think about what we.
Well, this is true. So I'm thinking I would like to take the dinosaur attraction.
Okay.
Or
from Disney.
/ Indiana Jones because it's the same track system and ride.
Oh, okay. So you're thinking Dinosaur from Animal Kingdom, Indiana Jones from Disneyland.
Disneyland, yeah, and put that into Universal.
Right. Okay.
And I would like to see a. I'm just trying to think what franchise would go well with it. Universal Monsters.
Universal Monsters.
So that's like Mummy,
Yeah.
Dracula, Frankenstein,
Yeah, that
Wolfman.
could work. That could work well, couldn't it?
So you're going through different areas, being chased
dark
by
ride, yeah.
by different monsters.
Bit of a scare ride as well.
Yeah, so
They
maybe
don't really
in the
have
new
those,
gate.
do they? So
No.
yeah, it could be in the new
It's
gate.
rumoured to be a Universal Monsters area.
Yeah.
So like a track system like Dinosaur, but with Universal Monsters. # Universal. # You're welcome. Yeah, I think that would work really well.
Yeah. I think granted that they've got Star Wars rides, they've got 2. Well, they've got 3 technically, haven't they? I would like to see a roller coaster, maybe like Hulk. The layout of Hulk in Disney, based on like a Star Wars, like battle sequence, something like that. I know they've got
Space Mountain.
But it's not really the same, is it?
The
it's not,
graphics in that are terrible.
Yeah, I think and the fact that Hulk goes upside down and you got twists and turns.
Yeah.
I think could make it a bit more interesting than the slight theme that they put on.
Yes, I
Space
agree.
Mountain.
I think just taking something like the Mummy and applying that to Star Wars would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean the Mummy is a great ride.
Yeah.
I love the Mummy.
Yeah. I think anything basically that Universal does great, which is their coasters.
Yeah,
because that's what Disney are missing out on.
That's one thing that Disney lack. I mean, Disney can do good coasters. I mean, Rock and Roller Coaster is a great coaster.
Yeah.
But they don't do it enough.
No,
I don't know why they don't do it enough. Whether because obviously they're aiming for the younger audience, and obviously those kind of rides have a greater height restriction.
Yeah.
So they can do it. They just don't. Whether we'll see something in Guardians.
Yeah, possibly.
Maybe.
Possibly. I mean, hopefully we do. And Tron is obviously coming.
Yeah.
But it's... Yeah.
But again, I guess it's kind of like... Tron's kind of like maybe at the same level as as Hagrid's. Yeah. Where you're not super strapped in. You're obviously restrained to some degree enough. But yeah, it's not like you're over the head harness, you're going to go upside down.
No, that's true. So. The other thing, the one I thought of was taking a Spider-Man / Transformers system and applying a film like Big Hero 6 to it.
Right, yeah.
That would be pretty cool, because there's lots of action in that film, lots of stuff going on.
And we never really seen anything from Big Hero 6. Obviously, you get like a Baymax meet and greet.
Yeah, there's an attraction coming to one of the Asian parks.
Yeah.
But it looks like just a basic spinner kind of ride.
Okay.
So, I'd like to see more Big Hero 6 represented in the parks. It's certainly more interesting for me than, say, Frozen.
Yeah, I think Big Hero 6 is an underrated film.
Yeah, it did really well at the box office as well.
And you don't really see much of it these days.
No.
Even kind of like Zootopia. I mean, there is the Zootopia Land, isn't there, opening in one of the Asian parks?
Yes, there is. Which I'm sure they'll replicate.
Again, that film is what, like 4 years old maybe now?
Yeah.
It must be knocking around that sort of region. And there hasn't been much, again, meet and greets, but nothing significant.
Nothing else, no.
Apart from, this new land that's going to be coming out. But even then, that's like, 4 or 5 years after the film came out.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good question, that one. We should have put more thought to it, but we didn't have time.
If we think of anything like while we're doing this, we'll
bring it up.
We'll blurt it out.
You know what? We may even do. I think it's a really good idea for an episode.
Yeah.
We
just have to put more thought.
We're going to write down some more thoughts, but that's our initial head thinking straight away.
Yeah.
One from Jord is tweeting. Says, congrats guys, my question is more of a curious scenario. You're the new head of DLP. What's your 10-year plan for the resort? How would you improve it? Good question. The first thing I would do is bring in chefs that know what they're doing. I think that's Disneyland Paris' biggest weakness right now is the food. It's France. The food should be good. The first thing I would do is bring in some thinking from especially Walt Disney World, bring them over to Paris and get a training program introduced, reinvent every single quick service, sit-down restaurant menu that the entire resort has, and really basically start from scratch and really up the game on their food service. And that's not just, the standard food service. I would make sure that there was a vegan menu, gluten-free, everything. Everyone is
everything
covered.
that you get in the US, isn't it? Basically, they accommodate so much in the US.
Yeah.
In Disney World.
That would be my first thing.
Do you think do you think the failings that they've had in the food section of Disneyland Paris? Do you think that's due to cultural? Like, obviously, France in general is known for fantastic food, but obviously, it's probably known for fantastic table service food and fine dining. Whereas, quick services are quick food, fast food.
But the table services are largely terrible in Paris as well.
Right. I mean, I don't know. Obviously, the table services that were in the what's it called?
Disney Village.
Disney Village. There, obviously, you got the likes of Planet Hollywood and
Rainforest,
and there's I feel like there's a steak one as well. Can't remember.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're all run kind of separately, aren't they?
Well, I'd close both of them.
Yeah.
Almost immediately, because they're fine, but they're not great. The experience that you have there compared to America is far worse.
Yeah, I mean, but not to just pinpoint like Paris. Like, I've been to Planet Hollywood in London.
That sucks as well.
That was awful. Yeah.
I haven't been to Rainforest in London, so I don't know. But
yeah, I can't remember if I've ever been there or if I may have been there many, many years ago. But yeah, our first experience of Rainforest was in Florida.
So that would be my first thing. The second thing that I would do is completely reinvent the studios.
Yeah,
I know that they're
really
doing
lacking,
some stuff, but it's, to me, the plans that they've announced so far don't go far enough. So they're bringing Galaxy's Edge, what we assume is Galaxy's Edge, over to Disneyland Paris. But the rumours are it's only going to have one ride. What's the point?
Yeah.
What is the point? It's classic Disney not investing the right amount in Paris that it needs. So I would make sure that Galaxy's Edge has not only got at least 2 attractions, but they would be 2 attractions that are different from Florida and California. I would set it in either the Clone Wars or the original trilogy, and I would make the land completely different to what we're seeing in the rest of the parks.
Yeah. I think if we were in charge of it, that would definitely be the way to go. I think even at a minimum, what they should be doing now is they should be taking both attractions.
100%.
If they're going to copy and paste them, okay, but they should have both, because you can't just copy and paste one of them.
No,
that's really skimping, isn't it?
To be honest, what I'd probably do is go Clone Wars era, just because it's more interesting visually.
Right.
And I'd have at least one of the rides would be a pod racing ride.
That would be cool.
Oh, wouldn't it? Yeah. Just sitting in a pod racer, proper, maybe it's VR, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But you're literally
There you go, the Hulk track.
Hulk track with pod racing.
With pod racing, there you go.
So I would definitely up the Star Wars game there.
Yeah.
I would tone down on the Frozen, if I'm being totally honest. I think having a Frozen land is fine. It looks like it's taking up far too much space, and I can't see that franchising lasting more than another 10 years.
I'd be surprised.
It's going to be a third one, but 4, 5, 6? No. I
mean, it was quite a few years between 1 and 2, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Whether they will shorten the gap, if they do a third one, whether they'll shorten the gap, I don't know.
I can't see it being a franchise that's going to. I just can't see it.
No.
Maybe it will. Maybe I'll be wrong, but to put a whole land in. Star Wars has stood. It's been there for 40 plus years.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bold move to do a land based on the film. Based on essentially a single film and now a second film.
Yeah.
It just so happens that the second one's just come out. It doesn't have it doesn't feel like it has the legs of, say, Harry Potter, which has got essentially 2 lands.
Yeah.
Star Wars, all these.
Even Marvel, I think.
Yeah.
You remove the movies, the comic books are worth exploring in themselves.
Yeah. Whereas that's fine. Star Wars has got a lot of content. It's got the 9 films. It's got
plus
spin-offs,
movies,
everything like that. Harry Potter's got 8 films and the spin-offs.
2 fantastic pieces so far.
And Marvel's obviously got 20 odd films. Frozen 2.
Yeah, I think they are very short-term thinking in putting in a whole land there.
Yeah,
I think
they would do better putting in a Disney animation land.
Completely.
Yeah.
There's a Frozen ride, there's a Beauty and the Beast ride,
Yeah.
whatever it may be. So I think that's a good shout. I agree with that.
Yeah.
We're joint directors. I've agreed with that. We're turning it into a Walt Disney animation area where there will be a Frozen ride, because obviously we want to make money from merchandise. But we'll think about some other attractions going there. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train would be a great little port, I think. I'm not a big fan of porting attractions, but I don't think Bob Iger is going to sign off on all of that without at least one attraction being copy and pasted.
We've got to give him a little bit of what he likes.
Yeah. We can reuse it, Bob. Sold. So that, I think the studios, and also I'd expand the Marvel stuff that's going on, right? So again, Disneyland Paris is getting only one of the attractions that California is getting, and the Avengers attraction sounds far more interesting than the Spider-Man attraction.
Yeah.
So I would put the Avengers attraction in as well as Spider-Man, and I would turn Tower of Terror into Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakdown.
Yeah, I was going to say, I would tell people what we were going to do with Tower of Terror sooner rather than later.
Yes. And you know what? I'd also add in a fourth attraction just to make Paris unique, because otherwise you've got 3 attractions there that you can visit elsewhere.
Yeah.
Let's make Paris the centre for Marvel in Disney parks and add in 4 Marvel attractions.
But I think that would do. I guess...
Actually, 5, because it'd be 5. Because you've got Rock and Roller Coaster, which is becoming Iron Man.
Right, of course, yeah.
So make it 5. Why not?
Yeah, I think that's the thing, isn't it? You obviously, we've spoken about Disney World before, and the attendance going up and everything like that, and whether that's because the supporting parks in, say, Europe, they're not good enough. And so people go to Disney World because you get a far better experience. Whereas if the other parks stepped up, I'm not saying all the parks around the world, but specifically like Europe, it's obviously a big audience for Disney World.
Yeah.
If they had a better park that they could go to closer, maybe it would take a little bit of the audience away from Disney World.
Yeah. So that would be my first. That would be my first 5 years realistically. My second 5 years would be reinventing Disneyland Park, and I would completely start again in Tomorrowland. I appreciate people love the theming in there, but I would go dystopian future. I would close Buzz because it's terrible. Space Mountain would stay, but in a different capacity. I wouldn't stick to Star Wars because we've got Star Wars in the studios. You don't need it across park. I'd close Star Tours as well. Again, you don't need it in both parks.
It wouldn't surprise me if we did see that close in a few years once they've opened
possibly
essentially their Galaxy's Edge.
Possibly.
It's kind of like in Hollywood studios, isn't it? In Florida, do we see Star Tours hanging around?
I don't know. It's very weird. I mean, I still think it's better than Smuggler's Run.
Right.
But I don't know. It's weird. The way that the only way I'd see them keeping it is if they actually built
built more infrastructure around it
and made it so that you exited in Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense to be where it's at, especially when half the time you finish your journey by landing on Batuu.
Yeah.
And then you walk out and you're like, oh, I just see Baseline Tap House.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So I would completely reinvent Tomorrowland. I would either move the existing Star Wars attractions into the studios or get rid of them. Space Mountain would stay. I'd probably put that back into its original format. And then I'd probably add in a Wreck-It Ralph attraction. I'd probably add in a Big Hero 6 attraction. And you know what? Thinking about it, I might even turn Tomorrowland into a bit of a Big Hero 6 themed area. Not completely, but like take ideas from San Francisco, I think it's called.
Something like that.
And kind of that's the dystopian future I've got in my head. It's not, it's not going to be solely based on Big Hero 6, but I think taking ideas from that and from other movies and kind of making something new into Tomorrowland would be my first thing. I'd leave Main Street completely the way it is, if I'm being honest. I would probably look at going into Frontierland and improving that. Big Thunder is great. You've also got Phantom Manor, which is great. But for me, there's no other attractions in there, really. So I'd probably add a third attraction into there.
What land does Indiana Jones sit in?
Oh, Indiana Jones is in there.
Frontierland?
I think so, yeah. Oh, no, that must be Adventure.
Is it? I can't remember. It's tucked away, isn't it?
I think it's in Adventure. So that's because it's there with pirates. You've got Indy one side, Pirates the other.
Oh, I see.
I would demolish the whole Skull Rock area.
Yeah, it's kind of pointless.
With a pirate ship and put an attraction in there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of space I've just wasted there. I'd put something in there, and then I'd probably look back at the world and think, yes, I can have a rest now. That would be...
Let the money roll in.
Yeah, that would be my first step. Realistically, you can't improve every land at once, so I'd probably focus on... I'd probably leave Vanity Land the way it is for now. But that will be the second 10 years. Ho. Watch out.
If you get re-elected.
If I get re-elected, the castle's going as well. I'm making a bigger castle. I don't care that it's a beautiful castle. Technology.
Size matters.
Size
people.
matters. We've got to be bigger than Shanghai. It can still be pink.
We want the tallest castle.
The tallest and most technologically advanced castle.
It's going to be higher than the Burj Khalifa.
Yeah. It's gonna have a ride in it. Imagine that.
Yeah.
A ride in the castle where you travel through the different.
It's going to have a
princess
slide
storylines.
from the top to the bottom. It takes half an hour to get down.
Yeah, you get to see different princess storylines on a ride in the castle. Boom. Suck on that, Disney World. Of course, all of this is going to cost about $20 billion.
Yeah.
They
got the money.
Disney's got the money.
They can just make some more Marvel films.
Yeah.
$1 billion a pop. There you go.
20 more
Job
then.
done.
Easy. That's my plan. I don't know if you've got anything to add to that.
No, not really. Don't think so.
This is good management. We're all in agreement.
You covered it quite well, so yeah.
I mean, we're not far off just demolishing the whole thing and starting again, are we?
So it sounds like a little bit.
Yeah.
Apart from Main Street. You were happy with Main
I'm
Street.
happy with Main Street, that's fine.
Is there a Starbucks there?
There is no.
There you go. Add a Starbucks.
Oh, they put a Starbucks in there.
Yeah. Slap that in.
Oh yeah, because the coffee.
Because they've got one in. They've got one in Disney Village.
It smells of horse poo.
Does it?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
it does. It's horrible in there. So I put a Main Street. I put a Starbucks in both parks. Good addition.
There you go.
There we go. That's a good question. I think we've answered that in quite a lot of detail.
thoroughly.
Yeah. we obviously had thoughts on this beforehand. So what else we got? Craig, who is BC 1...
BCL, isn't it?
BCL 1973 says fifth gate needed. Assuming at Disney World.
I guess so.
Yes.
I think you find they already have a fifth gate. They have a sixth gate.
Yeah.
It's called Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach.
7 if you include Springs.
Because Universal count
Volcano
Bay as their third gate.
Yeah, which they shouldn't.
No, I don't really see a water park as a gate.
No.
So
I think it's time for a fifth gate at Disney World. I think the crowds are getting unbearable even at quiet times.
See, it's difficult. I see what you mean about the crowds. And obviously having a fifth gate would spread the crowds out more. But then obviously it might bring in more people as well. But at the same time, you're spreading your resources even thinner. And I think there are certain areas of all the parks that need improvement. And obviously, if you introduce a fifth gate, you might struggle. That's kind of a little bit of concern with Universal as well. They have significant areas of the parks that need investment, and now they're introducing a third gate, or their fourth gate. And are they going to be spreading themselves too thinly?
I guess my counterpoint to that would be, Animal Kingdom's had some investment.
Yeah.
Epcot is currently going under a massive transformation.
Significant, yeah.
Hollywood is still a bit of a mess, but we've had some new attractions, and we're getting another one next year.
Yeah.
And Magic Kingdom is going under a bit of a change certainly in Tomorrowland, which is where it's needed
for the 50th. Yeah.
So I think after that,
you think there's room.
There's room for them to focus on a new park.
It's difficult because obviously, yes, you've done all this work, but then the next thing becomes...
I mean, yeah, I would agree with your point in that look, there's still areas in all of the parks where I would close and put an attraction, without a doubt. The problem is, the argument against the fifth gate is I have no idea what they'd put there.
Yeah.
What you'd have to make it a separate thing entirely. I think each of the parks have got a great theme at the moment. Mm-hmm. Hollywood Studios needs a name change. It doesn't really feel like it's Hollywood anymore. But other than that, I think the parks have a really good theme.
Yeah.
What could you put into a fifth gate theme that hasn't been covered in the other parks? I don't know.
The thing is, you say about crowd, it would reduce the crowds in the other parks, but the problem is they wouldn't want that, because if they introduce a fifth gate, they would want to bring in more people, because otherwise you've got the same number of people spending the same amount of money, because it doesn't matter whether you're in Animal for a day or whether you're in this fifth gate.
You're still
spending the same amount of money. So they would, in order to cover the cost of the fifth gate, they would need to bring in more people.
Which I think they would, because you'd have.
So it wouldn't be lessen the crowds in the other parks. That's the thing.
I guess so. Well, you wouldn't. I think they would still, because instead of people going, certainly in America, certainly people going for 4 days, they'd go for 5. And
right, what to cover the
they'd up
extra
they'd
day.
up the 4-day 4-park hopper whatever ticket to 5-day.
Yeah.
So I think they would cover it, but
They would, I mean, I guess that's the thing. They would bring in, whether it would bring in more people or whether it would just bring in the same people for a longer time.
yeah, I think I think they would certainly. And they have the need for it. They've got hotels for it already.
Yeah.
My one. I guess the biggest reason I'd like to see a 5th gate is I would love to see Disney build a new park today.
Yeah.
In
this day and age.
With this day and age, with the technology that is available,
Yeah.
I think we'd see something absolutely incredible if Chapek is not in charge and we have someone that actually has a vision for how to build a theme park.
Essentially, if it's not skimped on.
Yeah, put Joe Rody on it.
Yeah.
I mean, he overspends on almost every project, but he gets the job done and he gets the job done well.
Yeah.
Someone like that.
Apart from the Yeti.
Apart from the Yeti.
Don't forget the Yeti, right?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Don't. Yeah.
I think
that would be exciting to see at Disney World.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're getting that from Universal.
Yes.
Because obviously these, the parks that they've got at the moment are like 20 years old.
Yeah. So how are Disney going to compete with this third proper gate from Universal?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting because Nintendo is a big crowd drawer, without a doubt. Without doubt, Disney will see a hit from this.
Yeah.
And I hope that they do because they need to buck up their ideas a bit.
Yeah, because obviously it's increasing their competition, isn't it? We said earlier in this episode that Universal is quiet, so they don't have a huge amount of competition from Universal. Yes, it is competition, but it's not a huge amount.
Yeah.
If they start introducing a 3rd gate at Universal,
that's going to up.
Yeah, it'll up attendance, and so people will be spending more days at Universal than they were before, and so it takes away from Disney's time, and then Disney's revenue.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. This one's from Sally, age 6, and she says, "Which song by One Direction would you choose to sum up the life of Gary Sinise, and which theme park do you feel needs a Pam and Clement clock?" So
a couple of interesting questions there.
Well, Sally's got some
couple of curveballs.
Some good thinking there.
Yeah.
So why Gary Sinise? So if you go back to our earlier episodes, for some reason I thought it was a great idea to sing songs about Gary Sinise and work on a Gary Sinise album.
That was during Ryan's alcoholic period.
Yeah, based on Mission Space and his removal from Mission Space, really. And he does some great work.
I mean, I'm surprised, the entirety of Mission Space wasn't removed.
Yeah,
but they're doubling down. They're building a space restaurant next to the space ride, so they don't have plans to get rid of it.
No, I mean Mission Space is never busy,
which surprises me because Mission Space to me is just same as Smuggler's Run.
Yeah,
like Smuggler's Run is just a better version of
Mission
Space.
Yeah.
So I don't really see a place for Mission Space anymore.
No, I would have closed it and built a different ride. But
but as I say, they're doubling down and building a restaurant.
Yeah.
So
I know it's not going anywhere anytime soon.
No.
So One Direction song. I mean, I don't really know any One Direction songs.
I don't know any One Direction songs.
I mean, you don't know You're Beautiful? Was that a song, or was it just called Beautiful?
I don't know.
Should we have a little One Direction Google?
What a quick Google of their songs. What's the big hits?
List of One Direction songs. Here we go.
Okay. Story of My Life.
What Makes You Beautiful? That's the song I was thinking of. I think that's a great song for Gary Sinise.
Yeah. Or the best song ever.
Yeah. Or Kiss You. Even.
Or You and I.
Perfect is a great one. I think What Makes You Beautiful because he needs some help. I think he needs some help understanding what a beautiful man he is.
Yeah.
Gary Sinise.
There's so many that could apply to Gary Sinise here, isn't there?
It's a great question because almost all songs seem
apart
like
from Drag Me Down.
Yeah, Gary Sinise drags nobody down.
Yeah,
he is the light of our life.
Steal My Girl, he could steal my girl if he wanted to. Gary Sinise can do no wrong.
I mean, If I Could Fly is a great one for Gary Sinise and Mission Space.
Yeah, there you go.
Midnight Memories. I'd love to say I had some Midnight Memories.
Ryan's had many midnight. I can't even say it. Midnight Memories about Gary Sinise.
There's a lot there. So good question. And the second part of your question, Sally, is which of these theme parks do you feel needs a Pam St. Clement clock? So in case you don't know Pam St. Clement, she played Pat Butcher in EastEnders for many years.
For many years, which I think would be very appropriate in the Paramount Park.
Yes,
There you
I think so.
A giant Pam St Clement clock
Yes.
as you walk in. And there you go. The BBC area has an EastEnders area.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Sorted.
With a Pam St Clement clock.
Yeah, that's great, actually. I accept that answer. The only other one I was going to say is replace the It's a Small World clock with Pam St Clement. Just because the It's a Small World clock is never working. And
that could work.
And Pam St Clement always gets you there on time.
But then also, you could easily put her in the UK pavilion in Epcot.
Put it there.
There you go. Because otherwise, I think anywhere else really in the Florida area, nobody would know Pam St Clement.
No.
Or Pat Butcher. Or EastEnders.
Yeah, exactly.
So
the UK pavilion makes sense.
The UK pavilion or the UK Paramount Park. Not that it's a small world. It would be a great fitting place.
That's a good question.
But people may not get the reference. That's the thing.
Exactly. Thanks, Sally, for your questions. I'm not going to read the everyone's got one question out because I think we'd get into some dangerous territory. Okay, I'll read it out, but I'm not going to answer it. Using the different accents of Great Britain as your inspiration for each land, create a theme park in the UK for the UK. Hashtag Brexit World. I think it's a great idea for a separate episode. Maybe.
The Brexit theme park.
Brexit theme park. I think actually I'm going to save that question because I think we won't have time to answer it here. And the last question
that might be a customer as weird one.
I think it might be. Yeah.
Could be probably more appropriate.
Yeah, it's probably not right for Theme Park Trader.
could get a bit dicey.
Yeah, we don't want to split the audience.
Yeah.
So, the last question? I haven't got this person's name.
That was George. I can't remember her Twitter handle. It was the George one.
Which one?
You definitely had it before.
No, this is a separate question for that.
No, it was the same. Was it
separate? Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was. This is my question, and I have another. question.
No.
Right. Okay.
So if you're listening and this is your question, please tweet us.
Ryan's dropped the ball.
Yeah, I dropped the ball a bit there.
Again.
Do you think we will see a return of the Disney dining plan? No. I think after next year it's gone.
Right. Okay.
Is my honest answer. I think with 2021 and the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World, they're not going to need it. And once it's gone, they're not going to bring it back unless tourism massively drops off in Orlando from the UK or the US. We may still see the dining plan, but I certainly don't think it will be free. I think you'll still have the option to pay for it, possibly. But if I'm Disney, I'm seeing all my hotel rooms booked in 2021. I don't need it.
I don't know what the reason for bringing the dining plan was. Was it to make sure that the restaurants are fully booked and bring more people into the restaurants, or was it to make more money from the people that are already eating in the restaurants? Because obviously, there's obviously a proportion of people. It costs X amount. They can't be losing money on it. They're not going to be losing money on this. Where there's obviously certain people like you. Obviously eat in the. You obviously make sure you get your money's worth.
Yes.
Out of it. Presumably there's people out there that will have it that won't get their money's worth out of it. It will cost them more to have the dining
100%.
plan than it would do if they just paid
There's
for
lots
the
of
restaurants.
podcasts that have explored. Enchanted Tiki Talk have explored this several times and gone, right, can you make it work out? And often they've ended up losing money on it.
Yeah.
So I think that it definitely has come under question. I find it easier personally knowing that my food is all paid for before I get there.
Yeah.
But I think it's a dangerous thing because I was in a lot of restaurants over 3 weeks, and the amount of people in there that I noticed on the dining plan was quite crazy.
Yeah.
So without that, are those people going to be going to the Celia? Are they going to be going to the Boathouse? I don't think so. I think people are spending a fortune to go to Disney already.
It's a difficult thing, isn't it? Because obviously, when you're there and you book these restaurants, if you've already paid for your meals, you don't really care about the cost. But you are actually paying the cost.
You just already paid
of going to Le Cellier. You're just not seeing that bill.
Yeah.
You're not, because you're not being given that bill. It's like you're not paying it, but you have actually paid for it.
Yeah.
So, if people had the choice of saying, do I want to go there? Oh, it's going to cost me $50 for a steak. That's a bit pricey.
Yeah.
And yet, even though they've been paying it already, they may choose to not go to it because they're actually having the realization of how much they're paying for it.
This is it. So if I'm spending $52 on a steak, actually that's my next 4 quick services covered that I could go to instead.
Yeah.
So that's where it gets tricky.
And the same thing, you can go to other places and get a steak for cheaper.
Yeah, it's not as good.
I'm not. But
you're right.
You get what you pay for. When it comes to steaks, you get what you pay
100%.
for.
But you're right, and I don't think we'll see it in 2021, and I think it's unlikely to come back after that. Disney very rarely brings stuff back once they get rid of it. So that's what I think. But we'll see. I hope that it remains. It will make a big difference to my ships if it goes, as for many of our listeners. But I think I have a gut feeling that after next year we won't see it.
Right, okay. I wonder if they did get rid of it, I wonder if they would reduce the time that you can book the restaurants from.
Well, it would be nice because it is crazy.
Like 6 months,
6 months in advance.
I've already booked my restaurants for when we go in May.
Yeah, and it's tough. You're like, I don't really fancy eating a steak tonight.
Yeah,
actually.
I can't even book my fast passes until 60 days in advance.
It is ridiculous. Like you may as well just do both on 60 days.
Yeah.
Like what difference is it going to make?
Because, it's not like they're not going to fill the spaces. If it's not 6 months in advance, they're not going to fill the spaces. Like, probably most people don't even know that you can book them 6 months in advance.
No.
And then they lose out because of it.
Yeah. Although when I was over there, I could still get a reservation for almost every restaurant the next night.
Right, okay.
But, it was a little bit quiet at that time of year.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's the questions. Well, we've got a few more, but we'll leave it there.
Did you bring the party poppers?
No, it was you.
I thought you were going to.
I bought the poppers, but you didn't say anything about party poppers. Sorry, we're not supposed to speak about that on the air. Sorry, ignore that. Party poppers, yes.
We'll do it as episode 300.
Yeah.
Episode 300, we'll have the party poppers.
Thank you very much for your questions, and thank you for listening to us for 200 episodes. If you've been here since the start, I'm so sorry. But if you have been here since the start, tweet us.
We can't offer you any compensation. We do apologise.
No. If you have been here since the start, or let's say first 20 episodes, ping us a message on Twitter. We'd love to hear what your favourite episode is, if you've got one.
Yeah, and we'd also question your sanity a little bit.
We question our own sanity every week. But yeah, we really appreciate you sticking with us for 200 episodes, and we have no plans to stop anytime soon, unless one of us gets hit by a bus, which I'm not planning to.
Why are you looking at me, Ryan?
Well,
what are you planning?
I'm hoping it's not me. That's it's going to happen, Thanks very much for listening. We really do appreciate it. And we will be back for episode 201.
Is that how we're going to be
Season 14.
Is how we're going to be saying it, is it?
We're starting our seasons now.
Is that like when people say 2002?
Yeah. Oh, God. It's like, why do podcasters have seasons? Is it so they can take like a season mid-season break?
Maybe.
There's a lot of podcasts that do that.
Do they?
They're like,
it's kind of like Hot Ones. Have you obviously seen Hot Ones on YouTube? They have seasons, but then the season they're really obscure. They'll stop for like 2 months and then come back to it. Like,
yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Yeah. And also, like, it's just weird consistency of podcasts. It's just like 13 episode seasons, and then they stop for like a week, and then it's like another 6.
And then the next season starts.
It's like 6 episodes. Yeah. And it's like, what's the point? Just carry on every week like we do.
Consistency, people. Consistency.
But yes, thank you very much for listening. If you do want to tweet us, we're on Twitter at Theme Park Trader, and on Facebook, and on Instagram. Ping us some of your favourite episodes, some of your worst episodes, and any ideas
that could take a while.
That could 199 of 200. And yeah, just let us know what you think, and we will see you again next week.
Ah, there you are, and just in time. There's a little matter I forgot to mention. Beware of hitchhiking ghosts. They have selected you to fill our quota, and they'll haunt you until you return.